Florence Mwaita in Nairobi, and we welcome our viewers in Kenya and from around the globe. This is the Way Your World Is program that deals with business, technology, arts and culture. So let's begin with the major stories from around the world. 13 people died and scores were injured when police opened fire on demonstrators in Tuticorin city of South India. The demonstrators were against the expansion of a copper plant said to cause pollution. The formal consultative body of Saudi Arabia, Shura Council, approved a law to criminalize sexual harassment in the kingdom. This is after King Salman instructed the Interior Ministry to draft one. The world has taken to social media to applaud this move. Other people have ridiculed, while some just empathize by saying, "Sorry, girls." And now let's move on to London, where a university claims to have carried out an unprecedented overhaul of its data protection and security systems since a breach led to its being fined. The spokesman, as reported by BBC, said that no organization can say that it is immune to unauthorized access in future. This comes at a time when the world is struggling to deal with computer security in the wake of the digital revolution. The personal data of over 20,000 students in an institution of higher learning was accessible to all and sundry, and the world is yet to recover from the Cambridge Analytica expose. And closer home, the alleged hacking of the IBC server that might have led to the demise of Chris Musando is still fresh in our minds. It is about time we pay attention to computer security, and let us know what you think. My Twitter handle is @Mawachanya. Just to read one of the opinions from the viewers, and this is what one of the viewers is saying. Kenyans should be educated on the impacts of computer security and how to manage. Government and companies should invest heavily in it, and I totally agree. I'm looking again at the social media comments, and we have somebody called @Steven Knott who says that I'm all for personal data protection, especially if social media companies are giving up on our location to others. However, I think we'd better a lot be learning of how to protect ourselves as individuals rather than relying on others. How do you know you're not doing the same? Wow, that is, I don't know what to say, but he seems like the kind of a person who is really interested in this issue, and he's taken it personal because it all starts with us. At this point, dear viewers, I want to bring in panelists who will be tackling this whole issue of computer security. I will be bringing in two gentlemen. One of them, Stephen Kakoa, is a computer science student at Daystar University, and later on I will bring Washington Mageto, who has been in the field for a long time, and he'll definitely be telling you what he has been doing. Stephen, thank you for coming on The Way Your World Is.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Could you define computer security for us?
The computer security is the protection and guarding of data from damage or theft from computers, including hardware and software, misdirection of the information that they possess, or the disruption of the information.
So which computer security areas are covered in the course that you are taking now?
Now, very many areas in our courses cover a lot in computer security. One includes the protection of data in the databases, the protection of data through the network, and protection of the hardware itself as part of the other software entities that are involved within the system itself completely.
Okay. Are you taught how to hack in school?
Particularly from my university, no, but of course there are people who are called ethical hackers. So they are sort of courses from other institutions that offer such and such courses.
Okay, so just a minute. I want to bring in now our other panelist, Mr. Washington Mwaita, who is, like I said, who has been in the field for a long time now. Mwaita, I am so glad you could make it today. Thank you very much for coming. Just tell us exactly what you do.
I do run a digital security company called Magtech Inc., where we deal with home automation, access control, surveillance, and cyber security. So among the things that we do is ensure that people's privacy is respected and data is protected as well.
Mr. Mwaita, are there loopholes in security in social media?
On social media, I know most of the social media platforms do have end-to-end or point-to-point encryptions, but I know from time to time they do have residual data or backups that are stored within devices. So those ones, if you don't really lock your phone with patterns or put pins on your phone or make your phones auto-discoverable via Bluetooth and the likes, we'd be able to copy the files that reside on these different devices and we'd actually replicate your full conversations on another device. Okay. So those are the loopholes that I think are there, and maybe using maybe unprotected Wi-Fi and things of that sort.
What do you mean by unprotected Wi-Fi? Because I know the layman out there would want to know what that means.
There are Wi-Fi for the public, the ones that any other person can use. They don't have encryptions or anything whatsoever.
You mean like in a vehicle or something?
Yes, especially those Wi-Fi that people use, the Rongai, the Umoja, the Buruburu, they do have Wi-Fis installed in matatus. Maybe the restaurants within town, the Wi-Fi that don't have passwords and the likes. You see, with such type of Wi-Fi, you're exposed to anything. Okay. So someone can actually reroute all your communications to go through their devices before they actually go to the router, to the main router.
Okay.
So you might not know what this person is doing. They might actually tap everything that you're communicating via.
Let me get back to you, Steve. What is lacking in the course that you have been taking that would be very useful in computer security or in data protection for that matter?
I think it's just trying to expand on the thought of what is data protection, what is computer security. So the only thing that is, I feel like is not expanded well, is to open up enough to explain to people that we should know that even the definition of a computer starts from a point of that it is an electronic device that processes data and accepts inputs and gives output and processes data and stores the data. So that means even a handset, a phone, can be or is a computer, meaning certain protection procedures of data in phones and other small useful computers that people interact with daily to daily should be put so clear that so that people should stop thinking that it is only big computers that are like personal computers like laptops and desktops that we are talking about here when we talk about computer security.
20,000 students had their data exposed to the world. Do you consider that of the students in your institution safe?
Yeah, I consider it safe because the institution itself has installed certain firewalls, and most of the information has been split into specific users who have to control and manipulate the data depending on what function they are doing with the data.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I just want us to conclude maybe with one more question for each one of you, I think. Steve, how do you intend to contribute to this field of computer science in future, and especially regarding data protection?
Probably create awareness to people, laymen, not really laymen, but people who have not interacted with such an avenue of knowing what computer science is all about, computer security is all about.
Okay, that's very noble. That's amazing. Okay, very quickly, let me get back to you, Mwaita. With the digital revolution right now and the lapses in data security, and considering that Kenya is a third world country, how should we proceed, in curbing the situation that we face right now?
I think Kenya, we are set on the right path. So in terms of security, having that we actually have more, in the presence of so many things, there is always so much damage that can be done. So I think this starts from the top, from the regulators of the things that we use. How do we use, do we have proper guidelines on computer usage? Do we have acts that do control the computer usage and things of that sort?
Okay.
So I think from that point, we'd be able to know the do's and don'ts. What are the penalties when you're caught in 1, 2, 3 sort of a thing. But I think in terms of safeguarding our information, then it starts from an individual point of view.
Okay.
How regularly do you update your computer?
Okay.
How regularly do you update your antivirus? And do you have an antivirus in the first place? Things of that sort.
Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. You did very, very well. So I want now to bring in another issue from the Facebook. There's something that I picked up on Facebook that right now is being projected on your screen. And somebody wrote down this: I'm trying to hack NASA with HTML. Most processes got failed, but I will win one day. Can you imagine somebody writing that on social media, even as a joke? Even as a joke, that tells you how much we are threatened. And we hope that people will begin to think, in other aspects, because if this is the way people are thinking, then we have a lot more coming than we actually think we do. If you ask me, dear viewer, the steps that Kenyans have taken up to this time regarding technology are commendable, definitely. And we are far ahead compared to the other countries in Africa. And that's good, good for us. However, as long as we do not deal with the issues of computer security, we shall never grow politically, socially, economically, and otherwise. One way or the other, we shall be banned, and that's for sure. So we need to deal with the issue from the national level to the very grassroots level. Let the teachers do the right things. Let the learners do the right things. Let the lawbreakers be punished. And let the innovators do their thing. Computer security requires an effort that goes beyond the ordinary. It requires a concerted, coordinated action that goes beyond the ordinary, a deliberate effort, so that we can get to where we want to be in the future. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, and remember to tune in. The Way Your World is the name of the program, and my name is Florence Mwaita. It has been a pleasure. Stay informed. See you next time.